Live from the Texas Cheerlicker Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Good to be back at the regular studio, by the way. Good morning, everybody.
No kidding.
Normally we cater to our live viewers, although they comprise about 1% of our audience every day.
Right.
Because 90%, maybe 99% of you watch this thing after we do it, so you don't care what time we actually do them. But we love you very hard for those of you that watch this show live, and primarily because y'all are the ones that are eligible to tip us during these shows. All y'all that watch us after the fact, I love you very much, but you can't tip after the show ends, right, Bouquet? They can only tip during shows that we're doing live at the moment.
Right.
It's unfortunate.
That's
so
stupid.
Hello, it's good to be on. Sorry for y'all that do watch this thing live. We are on earlier than normal. What is it, like 9:20 or so, 9:15-ish? Okay, and the reason for that is because Rudy and I are getting ready to drive to Corpus Christi because we have a lot of stuff to do down there today, and we wanted to get on the road early. We were going to start at 9 a.m., and Mijo got here at 9:10, which is okay.
No, 8:58. He had to set up.
me some respect.
All right. It felt like 9:10. 8:58. And so we got set up. And so here we are. Welcome. Earlier than normal. Some of y'all have picked up on that, and I appreciate that very much. So welcome in here. It is show number 394, I believe.
You got to scoot in, Mike. It's messing with my OCD.
Scoot in?
Keep coming.
Am I too far?
My OCD.
Tell me
Come
when.
on, keep going.
Okay. I'll keep
All right,
going.
that's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, how's
I
that?
guess. That's
okay.
fine.
It is show number 394 from the Texas Cheerlicker Studios, housed at Pub Sports Radio, one of our fine partners, and also being ran on Anthem TV, too, as we do each and every day. You can donate to us via the Super Chat, which means you can give us your money. Help pay for gas. So Rudy and I are getting ready to go on a road trip together, just he and I. We took our ladies with us to Corpus a few weeks ago, and today it's just me and the man. Little day trip for the boys. We're back in the morning in time to do this show, Bouquet. So we'll have a regular 10 o'clock start tomorrow. We're driving back in the morning. We were going to do the show from Corpus, but me and Rudy are both kind of early birds.
Big time early
And
birds.
I don't like doing shows out of this studio. I just don't like it.
It's different.
I don't love it.
And the people don't love it either.
No,
the
they
numbers say so.
Yeah, you're right. I know. So it's good to be right here, and it feels. I got home, flew all night from Hawaii, got home yesterday, was dragging ass most of the day, got home, got all my stuff unpacked, relaxed.
You unpacked?
Had a bunch of dirty clothes and stuff I had to wash.
I take 2 weeks to unpack.
Really? No, I unpacked.
I unpack like as I need it. Like, damn, where are my red drawers?
That's funny.
I'll take them out. Oh, where's that one shirt? I'll take it out.
You're like a Mexican leaving a Christmas tree up till
Dude.
March.
Minimum.
I can make those jokes. My mother was Mexican. No, I unpacked because I knew I had to get right back on the road today. So I'm got a little drag ass, to be honest with you, but I'll be fine. I'm caffeinated. We'll get more coffee on the way, and it ain't like Corpus is that far away. I'm excited to get down there, though. Tonight, me and Rudy are going to go and watch a high school football game tonight at Buccaneers Stadium. It is
We're good on television tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, we got a little TV action. Veterans Memorial will take on Corpus Christi Miller at Buck Stadium near downtown Corpus Christi. And Rudy and I have been invited by Chris Six, who runs the Thursday night football games they run on their alternative station. And the guy that's going to call the game is going to be on with us in about 10 minutes. Jim Bob Brazil, my original OG tank ticket number 1.
Mike and the Bear back together.
The Bear is going to be on with us for you old listeners of the old radio show. Jim Bob, the Bear, who is now a big-time television news executive, will be on with us here at 9:30. And it's his station that he is the news director of that we're going to be doing our first ever television show together that commences this Saturday. And it sucks because our show starts at 11 a.m., and it happens to be going up against Texas, Ohio State. So we're going to see how that goes. Y'all's ratings were nothing. Y'all got nobody watching. Well, you put us on against the Longhorns. I can't help it, you know. No, it's going to be good. I'm excited. Jim Bob's already told me, please don't get me fired for having y'all on.
He wasn't talking to me.
I know. He did say
He wasn't talking to me.
We'll have him on in a minute. All I can promise is, here, I'm super grateful. Clearly, there's a connection. You don't have to look twice to see that there's a connection. It was JB who reached out to me last year because when we were doing the station I was doing the show at the old place before you came on board. I was trying to do shorts like 3 or 4 times a week, like Taylor shorts, just like those little quick 60-second commentaries.
Right.
And we were posting those. And JB hit me up one time, and it was like, those shorts are pretty cool. Would you mind what would you think if we ran some of your shorts during newscasts down here in Corpus Christi? I'm like, that'd be cool. No problem, because, the Cowboys and Spurs, which is Corpus Christi stuff. Go for it. He's like, yeah, let me talk to my boss and see if we can't get you a couple of bucks for everyone that we run during the newscast. I mean, that's badass. I've always wanted to be on television. Always thought I should be. Figured there's another opportunity to make money. And no problem. So he gets back to me a few weeks later. Hey, I talked to my boss. He got back in town. And we'll get the straight story from JB here in a minute when he's on. So I believe it went down kind of like this, and he can fill in the gaps. He goes to the boss. The boss looks at my shorts that I was doing, and then I guess his boss went and looked me up and watched the actual talk show, right? Then when you came on board in January of last year, I guess they're like, to heck with running their shorts. Let's just see if they want to run an actual version of their podcast on Saturday mornings.
Minus the vulgarity.
Minus all the cussing. And the sexual innuendo and over-the-top dude humor,
Yes.
So it's been months and months, and finally, and we agreed, and after there wasn't a lot of back and forth and negotiation, because they were looking at starting the show right at the beginning of this football season. So me and Rudy have actually known we were going to do this show for 8 months.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, and it's been a long wait, and it's finally here, and Saturday is the first ever episode of In the Building Sports Edition on Chris 6 in Corpus Christi, Texas at 11 a.m. They won't always be at 11. There'll be days where they have to accommodate other programming. We might have to
Football.
go on at like 8. There might be some 8 a.m.
Yeah.
shows that we'll do, but every Saturday morning, Rudy and I are basically going to become the Screaming A and the Pat McAfee every Saturday morning of Chris 6 and Corpus.
It's a big ass shoe you just said to fill.
I put our shit up against anybody.
Same.
This is
Cheers.
about getting discovered. This is about exposure. When we got our podcast up and running, we knew that it would be pretty popular here in San Antonio where we do it, and I'm super grateful that it is, and it's turned out to be great. But how do we keep it going? How do we keep building on the thing?
How do we grow?
How do we grow? And the answer is exposure. We need to get exposed to other folks. And so God bless Chris 6 and Jim Bob and his influence in helping us get this gig in Corpus Christi. I can't thank him enough. That's my boy, Portavida. Haven't seen him in a long time. Looking forward to seeing him. We're going to go, when this show's over, we're going to drive to the station today. I think we're going to go have a sandwich or something with Jim Bob, hang out for lunch. And tonight we're going to go to the football game that JB is actually doing the play-by-play of. He's calling the game, and Rudy and I
wonder
will
if
be
he's
there
rusty.
with him.
We'll ask him.
Yeah,
He's
we'll ask him.
here.
I'm sure he's been practicing. He's probably nervous. And I don't know what their plans are for you and me. I think we're doing a half-time hit. If they let us come into the booth during the game, my goal is to professionally do something that makes Jim Bob uncomfortable. Because
let's ask him.
I can't help it.
Hey, don't do that.
I can't
This man
pass
is a
up
big
an
wig.
opportunity for a bit, Rudy.
This is a big wig,
no,
man.
if I don't do a bit, then Jim Bob would be disappointed in me.
Depends.
That's not how I roll.
You
But
gotta-
I'm not going to get him fired.
Yeah, okay.
Back to what I said a second ago.
All right.
So I'm excited, man. It's a big day for us, and thank you. All right. Herb Phillips is already in here in the building with some money. $19.99. Thank you, Herb. Just enjoy the rest of the week and have a safe trip, fellas. Thank you, Herb. Herb, $20 toward gas.
That's my
money.
guy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that very much. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet. It is a big week, man. I'm excited. We got Texas, Ohio State right at 11 when we start the show, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. This is a massive season. It is nigh upon us. Arch Manning, UT #1, at the frickin' shoe, taking on Ohio State on the road to open up as an underdog, a #1 ranked team in the country, as a dog on the road to begin. What a hell of a
That
weekend.
might have moved. That line may have moved.
Where we at, Bouquet? You should know this now by heart.
I don't. I'll look it up for you right now.
I need to know right now. I need to know.
I'll
You picking Texas to win?
Yes.
Okay, that was a very confident yes.
Yeah. They win this game.
I read this long piece yesterday on Ryan Day, the Ohio State coach, and what he and his family endured last year. There were death threats to his kids, to him. People were driving by his house, effing with his yard. And of course, death threats. It's easy to go on X or Instagram and act like, well, I hope you get killed. I don't know if it was a credible death threat or just social media bullshit. But what Ryan Day went through last year, the Ohio State coach, nobody should ever have to endure. It was ridiculous, man. And you and I've talked about harassing athletes. It's gotten way out of control.
Oh,
way out of control.
It's been out of control. It's just not everybody lets you know what they're going through. But it's been out of control, especially with the gamblers.
And
the gamblers are to blame. The gamblers are worse than the normal fan. The gamblers have made it a lot worse on athletes, especially because they're so accessible.
Well, the gambling addicts.
It's a two-way street because the athletes enjoy the freedom to be able to tell their own story and not have to deal with the pundits. But along with that comes gambling idiot telling you he hates your guts and you should die because he didn't hit his parlay.
Right.
So that's the other part of it that the athletes have to deal with because, again, Jeter started it. Well, first of all, social media started, but then Jeter did, what was it, the players, whatever it is, and they could tell their own story. Okay, that's fine. I get it. You don't want to deal with Rudy and Mike and Stephen A. You hate us. We never played. We don't know jack crap. Cool. But now deal with the gambling idiots that threaten your wife and your kids. And it's a two-way street.
For Ryan Day, it was also people that are sick of him getting beat by Michigan. They lose to Michigan.
Didn't they get curb stomped?
They got whooped. Well, remember the big fight after the game? Because Michigan went and planted their flag on the O, and a bunch of Ohio State guys jumped in the middle of it. We had the cops. A bunch of guys got pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
And Ryan Day's kids that week told him, we have to go into homeschool. And Ryan Day told them, suck it up. You're going to have to get tough. You're going to have to deal with it.
Well,
your dad's the coach at Ohio
State.
But
in the world we live in, you might get killed.
Well,
that's the problem. The problem is you got to take these threats seriously because you have coward-ass idiots that go into schools and kill children.
Well, and what bailed the Days out from death is
a natty.
Then they don't wind up losing any more games.
Right.
They run the table, smoke Tennessee at home, blast Oregon's ass like it's nothing.
Oregon sucks.
And struggled to beat the Longhorns, of course. And then the next week, got a hard fart game for about a half against Notre Dame and wind up winning the national championship. So fast forward to now, and Ryan Day's seat is not nearly as hot as it was. They've got Julian Sayin, who's going to start quarterback for them, who's a 5-star badass who went to Alabama and transferred to Ohio State once Saban retired. My point, Rudy, I don't know that I'm going to pick Texas to win this game. It's pretty hard for me to think they're going to go into the
horseshoe you have till
with
tomorrow.
A rookie quarterback.
You have until tomorrow.
We'll go on the record tomorrow. Right now, I'm leaning picking Ohio State. I am. That's my lean right now.
Ohio State 1.5 point favorites.
They're Ohio State 1.5.
That means Texas is going to win.
Well, who gave us money earlier? Some gas money. Enjoy the ride, boys. Who's that? Is that? What's up, Big Brian? Thank you. Meant $10. Enjoy the ride. Here's some gas money. Ruben Vijagas is in the building with the 20 spot. Thank you. Slim Jims, Funyuns, and Fanta on me. Good luck on TV. Thanks, Ruben. I appreciate that, player. I'm going to buy those exact same things because you asked me to. All right. How's our guest? Is he ready to roll?
He's been ready.
Okay, good. I don't want to keep. He's a way busier dude than I am.
He's been here. Buki didn't give a proper he's here, but he's been here about 7 minutes.
Okay. Well,
Buki didn't really let us. Buki gave you a thumbs up, but Mike doesn't pay attention to you. And I was like, I know now, dealing with Buki for about a year, His thumbs up means the guest is ready.
Okay, good. And our guest is
Way to
Jim
go,
Bob
Bookie.
Brazil. So
Oh,
what's
let
your
me get my
title?
headphones.
I always just say news director, but that's not the exact title, is it? What is it supposed to be? Hang on, timeout.
You know, I'm going to say for the record, I don't think it's me, Jim Bob. We can't hear you.
JB, are you not up? God.
Unmute yourself,
Unmute
news
yourself,
director.
sir.
Oh,
For effing
goodness.
sake, I'm going to cuss already. I'm trying not to cuss because
I'm not
our
cussing.
boss is on.
Give us a refresh.
There it is.
Hey, there you go. There you go. You're in, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know why he says I have 5 different microphones to choose from. So
Okay,
First,
I hear you now. But
I'm
first of all,
one that worked.
why do you look so slim? Is it the dark
He
blue
looks
shirt?
great.
You look good.
But I've lost a lot of weight.
Dude,
Yeah,
Good
no,
Lord.
I think so. If you go back to 2020, like right before COVID, since then to now, I'm down about 115 pounds.
Easy. Can you hear me, Jim Bob? Because I can't hear myself.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I can hear
No,
you.
yeah. You look
look
great.
at you. God dang.
Well, you can't be big boss news director walking around like a
Now,
tub.
timeout. See, a lot of bosses get way out of shape because they're so freaking
So busy,
They
yeah.
don't have time to take care
Yeah,
of everything else.
and there's the stress eating that happens when you
Right.
at a TV station. So no, basically, shout out to Ozempic. What up, Ozempic?
Oh, well, okay.
That's
Here we
helped
go.
a ton.
See,
But
that's a
I'm
six-figure
also-
salary. You can
I'm-
afford that shit.
I didn't take Ozempic to lose weight. I took it for the real reasons because I'm diabetic like everybody else in South Texas.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
getting the
no, I
diabetes
respect
under
that.
control.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Do you still have all those bullet hole scars on your body that you had from the cancer care?
I do have the bullet hole scars, but and it's unfortunate that I have to let you know that the Kamala boobs have decreased quite significantly.
Oh man, you know what?
I know that was your favorite part of my body. Those are
He had
going
these.
away.
He had. Remember Kamala, the Uganda
Yeah, of
giant,
course.
and the tits wrapped around to the back.
The man boobs, Mike.
Dude, he had man boobs.
Yeah,
He looked like he was smuggling people across the border in his shirt.
Not no more.
No, dude, look at you, man. God,
yeah, no.
I'm all distracted by how handsome you are.
Joanna loves it and hates it.
What
Oh,
does she
worried
what does
you're
she
gonna leave her
hate
for
about
some
it?
Model.
What does she
Well,
hate
yeah,
about it?
now she's like, don't leave me now that you're all hot and
Oh,
thin.
got you. So what they do, JB, once you start losing weight, then all of a sudden, hey, why don't we go eat this? I brought
No,
you your favorite snacks. That all of a sudden they start feeding you.
She's actually joined in. She's lost about 50 pounds in the
Damn.
last 9 months or
See,
so.
if you weren't, I would say something, but I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna keep it clean because once two people, I'll just put it like this: 2 people in shape, it's magic.
Oh, are you saying that I know what you're saying.
It helps you stay in shape.
You're imagining him and his wife.
Oh
having
no,
sex
I'm
right
not.
now. Yes,
No,
you
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm not imagining it.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
When 2 people are in great shape, it makes magical moments.
Yeah.
It does.
You see how clean I kept that, JB?
I did. I appreciate
the guy
it.
in here, Mike Check A, wants to know if you're wearing a diaper right now.
I am not wearing a diaper.
He's above that.
It's the best part about working in a small market is that I have turnover, right? You get really, really young people, they work for you for 2 years and then they go to a bigger market. So I've managed to be able to keep that photo hidden from most of my employees for 2 years and then they leave and they
we run
never
it on
find
our
it.
show. Until Saturday's show when I debut it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You know, I remember Saturday mornings used to be wholesome cartoons for children.
Right.
How did we end up putting your show at Saturday morning?
Hey, blame yourself. If you don't
I know.
you talk to get this done, but you started this, dude. So you're welcome.
I did. And yeah, you guys will be live with me at least at halftime, I think, in the booth.
Okay, cool.
So,
Are you
With
ready for the
Larissa,
game?
right?
yeah, with Larissa.
Okay.
All right. Have you ready?
I've been working this morning putting together my spotting boards.
Okay.
So are you color or are you play by play?
I'm play by play tonight, man.
Dog, are you
First time
rusty?
in, like-
when's the
I
last
haven't done-
time?
Well, listen, I've done like the PA announcing for quite some
Right.
time, but play by play, it's probably been 17 years.
You got to go.
So-
It lines up in the shotgun, 2 wide,
Yeah.
1 to the left, 3 to the right. right, that's play. I can do color all day. Play by play is not my smoke. I want no problems with that.
Are you taking a Pat Summerall stance though, where hey, it's on TV, they can see it. We don't need to hear the guy the whole game.
Great point.
Yeah, I think my natural default is because I've never done TV. I've always done radio.
Right.
So my natural default is like more. So I'm gonna try to not say as much, but I think I'm just gonna fall back into probably doing radio style.
So do y'all have a guy doing the radio, or will you be simulcast TV and radios?
No, so there's 1440 Keys is a radio station here, and they do the radio version. They have their own broadcast. So they're doing radio, and then we're doing the broadcast, the TV.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is a big rivalry game.
Yeah, Vets Miller is big every year. It's real different this year, though, because Miller lost, they lost Trevor Long, their awesome quarterback. They lost a lot of guys, and they don't have a lot of experience up front. And then when you look at Veterans Memorial, they've got like 8 seniors on their 2 deep at offensive line. So it'll be interesting. And Vets has got Andrew Charlebois, who ran for like 1,800 yards last year.
Andrew, what? Sounds like you just made something up.
Charlebois.
He's been practicing that. You can tell he's been practicing that for a few days.
I've been with Larissa, man. She knows every one of these athletes.
She
and I've
does.
been telling her.
We had her on, and I was like, she's freaking Jane Slater.
Dude.
Yeah. And what I love about Larissa, man, is like she loves sports. She that's why she does it. But she really views like her job as like, let me get these Coastal Bend kids some exposure. Like let me get these kids seen so they can go to college. Like that's kind of her biggest
point.
goal.
I like that.
Well, we know about baseball and how big it is and all of the D1 prospects that come out of that area. I don't know about football, but I can tell football is every bit as huge in that area as it is anywhere else in this state. Football is massive there as well.
It's huge, and it's kind of interesting because the large schools, Miller, Vets Memorial, Flower Bluff, those are kind of like your 3 around here that have deep playoff run success. But like, it's kind of like the Valley schools. When you get to a certain level, it's hard to break through.
Yes.
Right. You run into those Austins, Houston, San Antonio schools, and then it's kind of hard to break through. But we don't really have that problem when it comes to the smaller classifications. You've got Refugio and Bishop and London and Sinton and Tolosa Midway, and they're all really, really good. I think, Refugio is favorite to win the state championship again in 2A.
It's funny you say that because we have another show on here on our channel called In Motion. We talk hoops. So I feel like while down there in the Valley and in Corpus, I feel like the recruiting, it kind of, even with San Antonio, JB, I feel like it gets to San Antonio and it slows down a bit. Like, let's say 100 guys were in Dallas and then all those 100 guys went to Houston. Maybe only 50 come to San Antonio, then maybe 25 to Corpus, then maybe 10 when you start getting down to the Valley, and really doing themselves a disservice because there's talent throughout the entire state. So it's funny that you bring that up because I think it's not only football, but it's basketball as well.
Well, and that's what, Justin Evans, who's the head coach at Miller, he's a dude, man. I like that dude. And he's afraid of nobody. And he's got Miller playing DeSoto, right?
Ooh, next week?
Yeah. Next week, the DeSoto's coming down here next week. They played him in San Marcos at a neutral site last year. But part of the reason he did that was because he's like, I got guys that can ball on this team, and I just need people to see them. And if you're playing DeSoto, you're going to get scouts there. Right? So, how do I get these kids exposure?
And it prepared, if for my kids, if I'm that coach, y'all play DeSoto. You know what I mean? So, while we go into the playoffs, we feel like we can play with anybody. So it's a great coaching decision.
And when I talk about no fear, Evans has taken his team, and both of the quarterbacks on his 2 deep are freshmen. He's taken 2 freshman quarterbacks against DeSoto. Against DeSoto. He is unafraid and unbothered by any of that. He just wants to play. But I think, UTRGV adding football, I think gives a lot of South Texas kids an opportunity to play D1. And now it's going to force other schools too. Like UTRGV's down here trying to get everybody they can, and if you're not careful, they're going to steal somebody that you might want.
Great point.
That's all well and good, but I want to know about you.
Okay.
Tell me about. I want to know what a normal day is for you running a station. Clearly, you don't do much today. Shit, you got a game tonight. You're messing with us, so we're going to go hang out later today. I think. How busy is the
Yeah,
new director at Chris Six normally?
it depends on the day. Yesterday, I don't think I stopped. I After I dropped the kids off from school, I immediately was on the phone working, and I did not stop meetings until 3 o'clock. I didn't eat lunch until 3:45.
That's also why you're losing weight. You quit eating. You're too
Yeah,
busy.
quit eating.
God
Yeah,
dang.
no, I most of
He's
the time I'm
forced food.
DoorDash and stuff.
So what is so? What's a normal day? Like, do you have a routine, or is it different every day?
I mean, the things that happen every day, right? My day starts at 8 when I get here, and then we have like an 8:30 planning meeting with the other managers. Like, what does today look like? What stories do we have? Then we have a 9 o'clock meeting with the entire staff. Like, that's what they call the editorial. Here's what we're doing. Here's who's assigned to what show. Let's discuss the stories.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll have one-on-ones with my individual managers throughout the week. I have one-on-one with my boss throughout the week. We have department head meetings once a week. We do we have two editorials. So there's an afternoon editorial also at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then everything that happens in between that somebody doesn't know how to do, they come into my office and they're like, what do we do? So like, I'm kind of just an on-call firefighter all day. Like, I'm just putting out fires.
Who did you take to lunch to get them to put us on the Big Boy affiliate?
Yeah. Do we ever come?
No,
How did that happen?
it was honestly just timing because, all of TV is trying to figure out how to survive. And for us, we got to figure out how to play in an OTT streaming space where we don't have to rely on NBC or any affiliate to give us shows. And so we were developing this OTT wheel that's 24/7 local news. And then we do our own shows. We have one called South Texas Haunts, which is like a paranormal investigation.
I like it.
We do all of our parades that we do high school football. So like, we're trying to program this virtual channel, if you will. Mm-hmm. And they were asking people like, what do we put here? And I'm like, we don't have any sports stuff there. And then I said, what if we had something like this, like a podcast? And I was just showing them you guys. Yeah. And my GM was like, I like that. Would they do it for us? And I'm like, sure. Here's their contact. And that's how it went.
Wow. Okay. So
now you're here.
Well, so you're asking me and Rudy to save your career is what you're doing.
Wow.
Yeah, basically save local journalism is what I'm
saying. Same old Mike.
Like,
same old Mike, not JB.
That's what he just said. Yeah, they need decent programming.
He didn't say that.
I need your inappropriate potty humor to generate revenue for us so that we can do local news.
You got it. Saturday, let's make a deal. I know I don't want you nervous all the time, worrying about getting a call, because I don't know how much you are going to be involved in what he and I do, but clearly you're the blame for he and I being there at this point. Saturday, I'll be very straight. I'll be me.
He'll be Tom Brokaw for a couple weeks.
Okay, sure. I'll be Tom Brokaw for a couple of weeks, but then I'm going to ease in here. It won't take long for me to be me, but without saying fuck, shit, pussy, cunt, all those kind of things. Promise.
I'm so far removed from those days that it's still shocking to my ears when you say
exactly.
You hear those words in your head.
I saw him physically recoil when you said that. Like, he was like, "Oh my god."
We'll be fine. I can do this. I know I can. I'm capable of being me without dropping F-bombs. Because here's what happened. I left radio and doing this podcast because I could finally curse free will. Yeah. I became an overcusser. I've actually had to try to dial myself back on my own podcast where I'm actually allowed to use that language. But I wound up, I told Nina, I'm like, damn, I'm starting to curse all the time, and I got to try to scale back some because I'm going to accidentally drop an F-bomb one day when I really shouldn't be doing it.
See, I've only cursed at work because at home for the last 13 years, I've had to curtail the cursing because of the kids. Right. But now my oldest is at that point where, like, I know you cuss. I know you do. Yeah. Right. And so like we have agreements where like when he comes home from football and the coach has been in his face and he just wants to scream and yell. All right. As long as your siblings
get it all out before mom gets home.
Let them all fly.
How many kids you got now, JB?
I got 3,
Nice.
13, 8, and 4.
Oh, that's a good space. I got 29, 17, and 6.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
you black guys don't.
There are days. There are days when I question why did we have the third one, because we just reset that clock
all the time.
And then she's just the biggest handful.
The last time
they're always the worst.
I've met Jim Bob's oldest child, but he was very small the last when I met him. It was years ago. Do you remember where it was?
Was it at the bar on the south side? No.
Oh, it was Oregon TCU at the Alamo.
Oh, that's where you met him. Yes.
I have a picture of me and Jim Bob, and we're standing right next to each other. This is the night that we got down 31-0, and the Frogs came back and won and almost went to jail. Jim Bob and I standing out front of the stadium, and his son is like in between us with his little head peeking between Jim Bob's legs. It looks like a gay couple with their adopted son getting ready to go to a football game. Remember that?
Yeah, and now he's just a big old chunky lineman like me.
Hell yeah,
love it.
So is he gonna play football in high school? Is that what he's got his sights set on?
He's playing football now. He also plays trumpet like I do. He's probably better at music than he is at sports. He's not quick. Okay. That's why he's a lineman. But he's also he's one of those kids where he kind of succeeds at everything he does and therefore doesn't really work hard, and then doesn't understand why other people are ahead of him on the depth chart.
Oh.
So now he just needs to understand, just because you're good, naturally doesn't mean you can't practice. Other people are going to pass you up at some point. And that's what we're working on now, is that you got to practice.
Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah.
Somewhere there's a picture of Jim Bob, I remember from years ago, where you got your trumpet and you're rocking out at halftime with football pants on, because he would play football. He would play the game and then do the halftime with the band. Then play
the small schools, they let you do that. Nowadays they don't.
Your coach would be like, "You're going where?"
And that's where he's going to have to make that decision probably next year, because he's going to be a freshman in high school. He's in 8th grade now. So at some point they're going to make him pick a schedule, and they don't really allow band and football it's not easy to do both.
Right. No. All right.
And he's not good enough at either to demand it, right? if you're the star quarterback, they'll let you do it.
Right.
Do you know, what high school is he probably going to go to? Are you at liberty to tell us?
Yeah, he's in Flower Bluff.
Okay.
That's the other part of it too, is Flower Bluff, they take it serious. There's no messing around. So you're going to play Flower Bluff, you're going to be good. Yeah, it's not Johnson City where everybody we just need bodies.
Right. You can do anything. All right, man. Look, we're going to get our show done so we can get on the road, because are we still down for lunch today?
Yeah, man, I'm wide open.
Okay. Did you did you make this an easy day because you've got a game tonight?
No, it just worked out that way. I had a couple afternoon meetings that got canceled, so it works out.
Oh, okay. Word up. Okay. Does your wife know that I'm coming to town?
Yeah, I think so. She didn't know I was doing the game until yesterday. I don't know why she didn't know that.
That is great husband work. I don't tell my wife anything till 3 hours prior to me.
Yeah. By the way, you're going to be home with the kids for 4 hours tomorrow night by yourself. Well, that's what she heard.
True or false? When y'all first started dating, one of the first things you realized that she was kind of uncomfortable with you hanging out with me at night. True or false?
Well, considering you took my phone and texted her one time from when we were in Houston, and it almost ruined the whole thing from the get-go.
I got you.
You're like,
Barry, you got married. It worked out great.
Somehow young me thought you had game, and I'll let you text her. This will work out great.
You got 3 kids with this woman. It worked out great.
Only because I spent the next day listen, I don't know how to explain this, but that wasn't me texting.
I texted her as me. I mean, as him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And it worked out wonderfully.
She was really what on earth is this guy's problem?
Dude. Well, it's 100 years ago. Everything's fine. Now I'm all old.
Yeah, it worked out.
It's all talk. It worked out great. All right. Well, you look thin. You look great. You're a big-time boss man. So what is your title? It's not news director.
Senior Director of Local Media Content.
No, my
Damn.
God. Listen, okay. Okay, very good. All right. Well, thank you for squeezing in the proletariat today. We'll see
Right.
you here in a little while.
All right, brothers. We'll see you later.
My guy,
Man,
see you
See you
soon.
later. There's the
Bye.
bear. How about that? Golly, he sounds the same, looks the same, but different. How about that thin face on him?
Well, when you lose weight, you look younger.
Looks
That's why he
great.
looks young.
He looks great. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. And all kidding aside, I'm glad he's lost the weight because there was a while where I thought I was going to outlive him. And I used to get on him for that because he's a lot younger than me, like 10 years almost. Like,
Yeah, he
you're gonna
looks
get tired.
early 30s right now.
Looks great. All right, we're going to hang out with a bear today, and we're going to be on the broadcast tonight with him.
Do you think you're going to outlive me?
Yes,
Possibly.
guaranteed I outlive you.
Possibly.
I'm going all right. I'll bet money I don't have. I'm here longer than Buki.
I plan on living to 100, so you better get your ass in order because if I live to be 100, I probably will outlive you.
I've got a solid 50 in me. I've got 50 hard years in me.
50 hard years. As long as I can keep it hard, I'll hope I make it to
I
100.
don't care about nothing else.
Chris Silva's in here with $1.99. Thanks, Chris. We'll put that into the Chips Fund. Thanks to the bear. All right, we're talking about harassment a second ago. I'm going to squeeze this in. We can move on because I was talking about Ryan Day and all the shit he took
Yeah.
and how athletes now get harassed nonstop. But it's not just on social media. Remember we did a thing the other day where people are like finding people's Venmo accounts, finding their PayPal accounts, and like threatening them on there, demanding money and shit.
Yeah, that's the downside of that quick money transfer
Well,
crap.
did you see Venmo now has announced an agreement with the NCAA?
What's that?
Venmo is going to start trying to combat some of these assholes looking up college players and saying, you're an asshole. I'm going to find you and whip your ass because you cost me $1,000.
Right.
This kind of thing. Venmo has set up a hotline, I think, for guys to call and report people that harass them. And Venmo's going to find these accounts and they're going to hold these assholes accountable.
Yeah, put them in jail.
Well,
They need to go to jail. This way, you got to send a stronger message on stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. If push comes to shove, that absolutely.
Put their asses in jail, man.
Damn right. All right, let's celebrate our sponsors that keep this show rolling each and every day, along with our people and along with you and me. Texas Cheer Liquor, we got a big event coming up. We got August sales going on right now. We got George Gervin around the corner on September the 13th. Summertime wine, Sutter Home, iced tea, peach tea, fruit infusions, Moscato Sangria have all been marked way down at Texas Cheer Liquor. And as always, when you mention in the building, you get a 5% discount, and you can meet Iceman George Gervin here in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's the 13th.
September. Yes,
September
sir.
13th, 3 to 7. Texas Cheer Liquor number 8 at Military Crossing. The address is up there. Exclusive bottle signing at Texas Cheer Liquor number 8. It's going to be a good time, man. I can't wait. I had a DJ. Look at that updated. Because I know before it was a little confusing. Now that is all correct. You got 1, 3 at Lucky Ranch. All the numbers and addresses match now. And I gave AD crap about that this morning.
Oh,
because before it was all over the place, but now we're good to go. So 8 Military Crossing. So y'all pull up on us, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Do the Hindus not
Well,
recognize
no, but remember
2 and 4?
those are 2 and 4 don't exist. F2 and 4.
Okay. Oh, okay. F2 and 4.
Yeah, F2 and 4. They are no longer Texas Cheer Liquor.
Oh, well, there's 7 locations. That's what we always
Yeah.
say. Yeah, we know there's 7.
Yeah.
Redbird, Lucky Ranch, Bernie, Boulevardian,
But
Evans,
you know,
Braun,
floor number 2 and
Military,
floor
Global.
number 4 are haunted.
Oh, they're haunted. They're
Yeah.
tainted
Yes.
by bad
There's like
men.
no 13th floor at some hotels.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, all those that are mentioned there, all you have to do is go to your phone and put that in, and you'll find all the 7 locations. But specifically, September the 13th, 3 to 7, Iceman will be at number 8 on Military Crossing. Rudy and I will be there that day for a bit, too. And I look forward to seeing Iceman. Haven't seen him in quite a while. Presley Wallace is in here, in the building. $21.
Is that for Tim Duncan, Presley?
Might be for Timmy.
That's got to be. That's
Could
a
be
random one.
Could be for Dion, maybe. Probably Timmy.
What, pouring something out for Shiloh? Got cut?
Maybe pouring some out for Shiloh. He punches a guy and gets cut the next day.
No. That's some Jimmy Johnson stuff by Todd Bowles. Like, you ain't good enough to be punching people getting us 15-yard penalties, Shiloh.
And he was a long shot anyway for their last I think, safety spot on that team.
Rashad Wisdom took his job.
Yeah, that's true. He got beat out.
Shout out to Rashad Wisdom, man. Happy for Rashad Wisdom. San Antonio's own. FM 78, baby.
Indeedy. All right, so that's good. I'm glad for Wisdom. Although it is weird, it comes at the expense of a Sanders.
Yeah, Wisdom is like 5. Wisdom's just a dog. He's like 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah, man.
Had no business being in the NFL, but he's just a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to trailing the runners who go to Aggie World this Saturday.
I don't think it's going to be 80-0.
I don't either.
I don't think so either. I don't think UTSA wins, but I don't think A&M dog walks them. No way.
No, I'm saying like 38-7.
21-point line, yeah.
Damn, 38-7?
Yeah, well, UTSA is not very good.
Well, we're not going down there to win. We're going down there to get $1.5 million. $1.5 million.
Well, the thing is,
we're going out there to get some money to pay to keep some of the players that Jeff coaches up. That's why we going.
I'll say this I said the same thing last year when they went to Austin. Sark's not going to run it up on Jeff. And what the fuck's the new guy?
Mike Elko?
Elko. He's not going to run it up on Jeff because.
Well, Elko's not one of us. You never know.
No,
he came from Duke.
No, but Mike was at A&M before that. Yeah. Mike's been around. Everybody respects Jeff Traylor. They all know that Jeff knows every high school coach of the state, and everyone has nothing but respect for Jeff. There's no way A&M's going to let it get completely out of hand. And A&M's a running team. They got maybe the best running game in the country. So they're going to pound out about 200-plus yards on the ground and eat up clocks. So 35-7, something like that. You know, and just respect level for Jeff. But back to your point, UTSA, they got a lot. I pissed him off a lot this year.
UTSA?
With my Texas State has passed.
Oh yeah, you did. And now you got to go to that game in 2 weeks in a Bobcat shirt.
I also don't think that they're going to be very good this year. I think it's going to be a long year at UTSA. I would love to be wrong, and if I'm wrong, it's because they got a coaching sumbitch named Jeff freaking Traylor.
Yeah,
Tyler, you fucking asshole! You're killing me on that show. I'm not killing him. I'm telling you, I don't see them as good as many hope that they will.
That's fair.
Be this year. Until you replace Frank Harris, you haven't replaced Frank Harris.
So we have in the building outing that day. Who are you rooting for? The Bobs or the runners?
UTSA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna. But it's one of those weird, let's say, I don't know. It's like when TCU plays Texas. I'm a TCU fan over Texas, but I'm a Texas fan every other day of the year.
Same.
Does that make sense?
Meant plenty sense.
Yeah, same.
Because I'm a Bears and a Cowboys fan until the Bears and Cowboys play, which they do this year. Then I root for the Bears, but every other week I root for the Cowboys.
Right. It says Scotty on the run sheet. That's your contribution?
That's you.
Did I write that?
He meant shoddy. He had a typo.
Oh, what the fuck you talking? Oh,
I thought you meant Cameron. I thought you had the typo.
No,
shoddy, as in Schottenheimer.
Oh yeah, I thought we were talking about Scheffler's, who I was actually thinking of.
No, now you're being a Schottenheimer. That used to be an old. That was a name you called somebody back when I was your age. Quit being a Schottenheimer. People trying to clean up saying rather than quit being an asshole or quit being a fuckhead, it was quit being a Schottenheimer.
Rudy, you gonna make your contribution to this one now?
Which one?
Shoddy.
What contribution do I need to make for shoddy?
My people also call women shoddies too.
That's shoddy.
Yeah,
that's different.
Oh, shoddy.
That ain't shoddy. That's shoddy.
Come on.
I thought Rudy was just gonna slam dunk that in there.
Shoddy is SHAWTY.
As in shorty.
You my shorty.
Shorty is shorty.
Yeah,
no.
It's all the same thing. It's just different accents, right?
No, shoddy.
Shoddy and shouty.
Those are one of those words that only the black man's allowed to say.
Well, that's why I prompted Rudy. I thought he was going to slam it home.
You pronounced it wrong.
Well, again, I'm not black.
Shoddy and shouty.
Sorry.
If you'd have been like,
yo,
Rudy,
run into
where's
the
your
ditch
shot?
Because you don't know that Brian Schottenheimer goes by shoddy. That's what happened. Wow. Shoddy, the shoddy era.
But we shouldn't be calling him that. He doesn't deserve. You got to earn a nickname.
Okay, and that's exactly where I'm going.
You got to earn a nickname. Exactly you don't just get a nickname.
He's Brian.
He's Brian.
He's a 50-year-old white man who wears his visor backwards, and not because he wants to. He is a poser. He had zero opportunities to coach anywhere last year but Dallas, and they made him the fucking head coach.
You had to bring. It was puppet time. After Jerry brings in somebody that's a little strong-minded, it's book it. He's bringing in a puppet
For sure.
Absolutely. That's Jerry 101.
And
like, I need somebody that's gonna take my suggestions on what we should be doing on 3rd and long.
If you go back to minicamp, I remember you'll find me on this show saying I kind of like Shot. I don't know about him. He's probably a puppet, but I don't hate him so far. Just watch it.
I'm gonna give him a benefit of the doubt.
Now fast forward to now, I'm like, fuck him. Because you cannot be fake. Guys
The players
know
sniff
you're
it
being
out.
bullshit.
They sniff it out.
And we even remember the phone call he made with Micah when Micah called him for the fun of it. Micah
What
was
up,
doing
bro?
a bit, and all of a sudden he realized, "Hello, it's Shotty. Oh, it's Micah Parsons. Oh, cool. Let me get my cool hip accent out. Get the fuck out of here with that stuff." That drove me nuts. I can tell you this about Brian Schottenheimer. We're coming off the drama with the docuseries on Netflix. We're in the middle of this Micah Parsons fiasco, which this morning you mentioned Jane Slater. She's saying she believes that Dallas may actually consider trading him now.
The phone's ringing. Don't mean Jerry's answering or responding.
I got a
but
point
the
on
phone's
that.
ringing.
I want to ask you about that in a second, but I'll finish this Schottenheimer stuff and we'll move on from it. This is the least excited this is the least hype around a new coach since Dave Campo got the job. And I love Dave because he's family going back to the 90s. This guy ain't even family.
I think Chan Gailey.
Yes, at least we had Troy Aikman when Chan Gailey was the coach.
Right.
This may be, and with Garrett, they still had a solid roster. They didn't have nearly as much drama. Brian Schottenheimer moves my wiener 0%. 0%.
I hope no coach moves your wiener.
Well, Jimmy moved it.
Oh, Jimmy moved it? Okay,
Bill
that makes
Parcells
sense.
made it move. It jumped a little bit with Parcells.
By the way,
It jumped a bit when McCarthy got the gig. What's that?
when you were watching the documentary, did any part of you just feel bad for Jerry?
No.
It made me more of a Jerry fan. Oh, just because of the stuff he was saying, how it takes a certain man to be that cocky and that arrogant and that rich. Like, it made me a fan because some of his one-liners, I was like, damn, Jerry, I like you, man. I wish you did some things different, but I like me some Jerry Jones.
And therein lies the Jerry magic. Because if he were to walk in this room, sit down and put the headset on and do an hour with us, we'd be wanting to go party with him.
I'd be posting all of the quotes he would give us. He has some gems. He just has some flaws. We're all flawed. It's just whose can you put up with?
Well, he has billion-dollar flaws.
Yeah, he's flawed. Everybody's flawed. But can you put up with his flaws?
Yeah.
And by the numbers, and by them being the most, valuable franchise in all the world, a lot of y'all are okay with Jerry's flaws.
I just like that he cared.
I've accepted them, though. I've learned to just accept them. Just entertain me. It's been the most entertaining offseason in years, that's for sure, with Micah.
Yeah.
Don't even know what that is. So Slater's saying this morning, was it NFL Network, Jane?
I guess so.
She's saying that she now believes that Dallas may actually consider trading him between now and Thursday.
And full circle, that's why Adam Schefter said this could end in divorce.
Yeah, if not now, then certainly later. Jerry needs to get to hell with the pride. Take the pick. If there's somebody out there stupid enough to give you a couple of number one draft picks and a veteran or two, why wouldn't? See, this is the thing this is the other side of Jerry, because of his fucking stubborn. He won't pay Micah. All this high school bullshit about the agent that is so beneath me as a grown ass man of 50 years on this planet. The way Jerry acts. Well, I had an agreement. I already negotiated. Oh, it makes me nuts.
Right.
So you're going to not sign Micah because you don't like his agent, but you're also then not going to go get 2 number one draft picks for him then?
Well, first of all, no one's giving you
Just
2 ones.
Screwing yourself. Are we sure about that?
I'm positive.
No, I wouldn't give one.
Only right now I can starve you out. Like, he's still under contract. There's no need for me to give away the farm for Micah. Not right now.
That's because you manage your team the right way.
Right.
But if there's some
But if you're talking about
the Raiders,
if I feel like I'm close, if I'm Philly, if I'm Buffalo, if I'm the Ravens, if I'm the Chiefs, well, the Chiefs already have their edge rusher. But if I'm a team that is an edge rusher away, like I got to run the game, I got a quarterback, I have every hole, but I need somebody that can get me 15 sacks, then it's worth a one. But you got to be close. You don't bring – that's the problem with Micah on this team. You have Micah, Diggs, Dak, and CD, and you're not close. You're not even close. But for somebody like, you know, when the Rams went and got Von Miller and they went and paid all those people and they're way over the cap because they knew they were close. So if there's a team like that, then a one makes sense. But if you're not close, I'm not giving you a one because that's why Barkley's not a Giant.
And not only
we're not
that,
close.
well, not only are you shipping out a number one for this guy, he's going to want his $200 million from
That's
you now.
what I'm saying. You got to pay him.
Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're close, you pay him. If you're not, don't pay him.
I don't play him. I don't pay him if I'm close. He ain't Charles Haley. He ain't going to be the Charles Haley to make a difference for somebody. I mean, why? If you're Buffalo's a team that's right on the cusp. Baltimore is a team that's right on the cusp. The Ravens aren't going to trade 2 number ones for Micah Parsons.
Not 2, maybe
and then
1.
give him $40 million a year. It's nuts. The Cowboys should get what they can from Micah and be done with it at this point. And they're not going to out of the stubbornness of the owner. They're trying to, like you said, they're trying to starve Micah out. You want to miss paychecks? Cool. Start missing paychecks. We're going to have this weird scene where Micah travels with the team, goes to Philly, stands on the sideline, collects a game check, but won't play. That's where we're going to get because of the stubbornness that Jerry Jones brings. And I know Jimmy was an asshole. And I know Jerry's the guy that we all want to go drink beer with. We all want to go drink beer with Jerry. Ain't nobody want to drink beer with Jimmy.
I don't want him running my football team, but I want to hang with him.
Not that Jimmy. Right.
Yeah.
But then we have to deal with this bullshit stubbornness where it's the stubbornness that got Jimmy out of here. It's the stubbornness that's going to lead to a situation where you get nothing from Micah Parsons. Nothing. When you could have traded him in April and gotten way more than you can now. But you're also – so not only are we not going to sign you to an extension, we're not going to trade you either. And we're just going to shit all over your agent, not even acknowledge his existence. And Micah Parsons can be a big boy, show up to work Thursday, and play out this last year of his deal and worry about this next year, which is probably what he's going to wind up having to do.
Yeah.
And then Jerry wins, which is fine because in a crazy ass. This is the Jerry stuff that makes me crazy. I actually would not have given him a deal either. I wouldn't have. Not this kind of money. He is not a top 5.
I wouldn't have paid any of the guys that
in the
he's
league.
paid.
It's unbelievable. What else today? I saw a clip 2 days ago. You ever heard me talk about a guy named Randy Galloway?
Yeah, all the time.
Randy was my mentor up in Dallas when I was at ESPN. Randy was a guy that kind of took me under his wing when I was a young dude and saw something in me. Randy was a longtime talk show host in the Dallas area, longtime Hall of Fame columnist for the Dallas Morning News. Got his salary doubled to jump from the Morning News to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. He was Micah Parsons.
Right.
As far as columnist goes. I haven't talked to Randy in about a year, but I hadn't seen him in a while. He's pushing 90, I think now.
Probably.
Randy was on a podcast 2 days ago. No doubt his wife probably had to show him how to connect.
Or his kids or his
Randy
grandkids.
told a story 2 days ago. This is going back to your point about what an asshole Jimmy was. And, you know, we talk in the docuseries, it talks about where finally Aikman and Jimmy were able to build some sort of relationship over the fish tanks when no one showed up to the Christmas party but Aikman. And Aikman told Jimmy, the reason why nobody came is because ain't nobody likes you. I'm here because I'm the quarterback.
Right.
This is right after the Washington game where Jerry told the airline no dinner service for the team. And they're starving to death after a game.
They don't deserve to eat.
They're like 11-4 at the time.
Yeah.
And then no one goes to the Christmas party, and Aikman's like, they don't like you. You are too hard on everybody.
Yeah.
And then that's when Jimmy tried to soften a little bit, but by then, whatever. So Randy Galloway tells a story from 2 days ago on a podcast that before the fish tanks, Aikman reached out to Randy and said, tomorrow I'm going to ask Lee to demand a trade.
Well, in the docuseries, he did say he tried to get a trade. He didn't tell me, but he didn't say about Randy.
Yeah.
But he did put it out there because Berline had got the nod over him. And
Well,
that's when he was like, you know what?
Jimmy
I'm
was
out of
ruthless.
here.
Jimmy, and they also, remember, they drafted Steve Walsh, too.
Yeah.
And Aikman's like, fuck you doing? You're drafting Steve Walsh? Okay.
Get me out of here.
And then they bring in Berline, and you start Berline in the playoffs and not Aikman. Aikman told Galloway and Lee Steinberg, I'm going to ask Lee tomorrow to trade
Shout
me.
out to Lee.
And Randy's like, what? Are you? No, you're not. Yeah, I am. But then Aikman's like, where are you going to be tomorrow? Randy goes, I'm going to be at the office of the paper.
Yeah.
Aikman goes, be at your desk at 12. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Randy's like, okay. Phone rings. It's Aikman. Hey, never mind. I decided not to demand the trade.
He slept on it.
And Galloway's like, God damn it. I had the whole thing written. I'm ready to, I'm
about to break a bomb. I'm about to go viral at that time.
My entire career. What are we doing?
But then Troy.
Lee talked Troy out of it.
Yeah, Lee talked Troy out of it. But Troy also like, Jimmy, you're too hard.
Yeah.
Switzer, you're not hard enough. Well, gosh damn it, Aikman, what you want?
Well,
right in between.
A little bit above.
Yeah.
Once Jimmy softened some, and once after the fish tanks,
yeah,
that's the Jimmy that Aikman then respected.
And Jimmy respected him.
Post fish tanks.
Right.
That's and then a year later goes by and then the guy's gone. But the problem, it wasn't so much that Barry brought a looser attitude. Barry brought no discipline.
Zero.
Barry brought zero to the table.
And again, for 10 of those guys, they didn't need the discipline.
Right.
But for the other 43, they needed it.
Right.
And Barry was like, be grown man. I ain't babysitting you. See you tomorrow.
Right.
Practice sucks. Let's just call it a day.
Practice sucks. Let's call it a day. It's hot out here. Fuck.
Yeah, Barry was like, man, I'm about to go have a drink. Even Barry, it's crazy.
It's too much. All right, let's get violent, shall we? Let's do some punching. It's time. It's time to get violent on In the Building, baby.
Now, it's time for people I want to punch on In the Building.
I hate to bring the room down. I'm gonna punch school shooters, man. I'm not gonna say the guy's name. I'm not gonna say the piece of shit's name. I'm not gonna say that fuck boy's name. I'm not gonna say that coward's name who then killed himself. But you know, if you like, the only thing I don't get about this shit, Mike, with these idiots that've been bullied and are misunderstood. First of all, fuck off. Second of all, why don't you kill your family? Why don't you go kill your mom and dad or your brother and sister or your grandparents? Why you got to go to school and kill someone else's baby? If you're that disgruntled and you want to see death, you want to experience it, kill your family. Why are you going on the elementary school campuses, Catholic schools, and killing 2 babies and injuring 17 others? Kill your family. And then we can look at it at the news and be like, damn, another crazy kid killed his family. Like, go out like the Menendez brothers. Go out like them. Kill your parents. I have again, I don't have the fix. You know, I'm living in Texas. I'm all for the Second Amendment or whatever. But until we, like the guy, like Dylan Roof, they go and get him Burger King. No, he should be skinned alive on national TV like a State of the Union. Like we talked about this earlier. Like there's no real repercussions for school shooters. Like, or the guy up in, what was it, Idaho, the crazy motherfucker that was killing the girl. Who was it? What state was that?
The guy that stabbed the kids?
The girls.
Why
is he alive? He should be tortured and hung by his balls upside down on NBC, ABC, and for all the idiots that think about doing this, like, this is what is going to happen to you. Like, yo, I have no time for him. I don't give a fuck if he got bullied. I don't give a shit if he has been. Mental health issues do not give you the right to kill people's babies. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear that shit. I got no time for it. And until we start cutting their balls off and stuffing them in their mom's mouths, they're not going to stop doing this dumb shit. So punch that bastard now. I refuse to say that fuck boy's name. Excuse the language. Moving on. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm with you on that. Absolutely, we don't punish these assholes. We don't
punish them enough, man. We got to send them. Like in certain countries, you steal a candy bar, they take your hand.
Yep.
They don't have a problem with theft. You shoot up a school, we kill you in front of your parents.
Yep, I know.
And then we send their ass, and then we deport your fucking parents since they ain't paying attention to your fuck boy ass. I hate these people. I hate them with a passion.
Same.
That's 2 babies, bro, gone at
He
school.
tried to kill 20. Shot a bunch of other ones.
Fuck
and the ones
him.
that are alive now have to live with being
You're
shot.
never the same.
No. They're
You're
little
never
kids.
the same.
No, they're all under 8th grade.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, dude, I'm right there with you on that. I want to punch City Councilman Sook Kaur.
I got a message from somebody that said take it easy on this person. I'm sure.
No.
I'm sure you can know. I'm sure you know who it is. He's like, hey man, tell Mike take it easy on Sook.
No. Punch City Councilwoman Sook Kaur.
What'd she do to you now? This is like your 3rd time coming after her. What happened?
Well,
I think second. You took a cheap shot at her a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I did. I don't remember.
Who cares? Anyway,
Well,
what happened? What'd she do?
Well, and we're coming off this entire public imbroglio with Project Marvel and the mayor Gina Ortiz Jones and trying to get Marvel onto the November ballot. Blah blah blah. Sook Kaur was pro Project Marvel. She's one of the women. She's one of the council people that voted for putting it ahead to the November ballot. So then she releases this statement yesterday on her website. It's so ridiculous and foolish. This is why.
Oh shit! The readers are coming out, Buki. That's when you know it's serious.
This is why I can't stand when politics get into my sports world because I have to deal with these fucking idiots.
Mike Cheque is so childish.
You ready? This is Sook Kaur's. She's Council District 1. I've actually met her. And she was nice, but it doesn't get her off the hook here. This is
okay. What'd she say?
She released a statement.
Yeah.
Thanking the citizens and thanking the city council, talking about how great it is that, that we're going to get this thing to the ballot, Project Marvel. I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone from the community who shared their opinions with us. This city is all of ours, whether you're an organizer, the Spurs' #1 fan, or a small business owner. We all want what is best for our city. I am honored to represent one part of that. Our job at council was to assess whether the term sheet limits the financial risk to the city. I'd like to further explain why me and some of my colleagues voted on the non-binding term sheet with the Spurs. Regarding this investment, this is an opportunity to hear a new era of partnership with Bexar County, a true teammate on this deal, and the Spurs, an organization that has done so much for our city and shaped our culture. The winningest trio in NBA history is Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Robinson.
She didn't write
And
Robinson.
now it's our time to emulate them.
She didn't put Tony Robinson. You're making that up.
I'm reading from her website directly with headlight, and I headlighted in yellow.
That's a tough look for the staffers. Whoever she's employing, that's a tough
Keep your
look.
goddamn politics out of my sports because these out-of-touch assholes don't know what they're talking about. It don't even matter if you don't like sports. How do you mash Tony and David? Tony Robinson.
She forgot the and. She forgot the and.
No, she didn't. She wrote trio.
I know because the
She
Robinson
thinks
is
there's a player named Tony Robinson that made up the winningest trio of all time. She sat there in city council, and this is why it's almost like the Spurs ought to just build your own goddamn arena, because when you try to get into the political world and get politics on your side,
well, everybody got to get their 15.
They make up players.
Everybody's trying to get their 15.
How do you live in this town, represent this city, represent all of District 1? You supposedly this San Antonian, and you can't. It ain't like she fucked up Matt Bonner's name. She mashed David Robinson and Tony Parker. She thinks, and Rudy, it wasn't like she misspoke. She wrote this down, ran it through her aides, and they published it on their fucking website. Y'all want Gina Ortiz out? Which time? We need a new city council District 1. That's unforgivable. You cannot fuck that up. That's wrong. Punch Sook Kaur. I hope you know a lot more about education and infrastructure.
I'm sure she does.
And poverty
Clearly, she knows more about that than sports.
Well, that makes her whole fucking vote totally not credible. She don't even know any of the players on the team. She don't know the legends on the team. Unbelievably embarrassing.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's
a tough one.
Horseshit.
That's a tough one.
Punch her 10 times to Sunday. Orlando Kill had a guy reach out to me this morning needing Orlando's services.
That sucks.
It was in my DM.
It's great for us.
It's on.
Sucks for you.
It's in my DMs.
Knock on wood.
Reached out, wanted to know if I could get a hold of Orlando, because I always say Orlando will give people his personal cell phone number. And I texted Orlando, screenshotted the guy's message. Orlando's like, "Yep, no problem. You have him text me." And so that guy supposedly, I told him, keep me posted, blah, blah, blah. So this guy, he was by the channel. It's unfortunate, but it's the beginning of fixing something.
Right.
And that's what Orlando can do. 210-775-4995, the official family lawyer of In the Building is Orlando Kell. Email him directly. It is orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. Greg makes the point. Who cares if she don't know their name? She voted yes.
Yeah, but
it makes me wonder what else you don't know. If you don't know who David fucking Robinson and Tony Parker are, what else do you not know about my city? Things like education, infrastructure, sociological issues, Department of Education, Department of the City, all that kind of. What else do you not know? When something? How do you live in this town more than a month? My God, I have family members that have never even been to San Antonio that know who Tony Parker and David Robinson are. It's David fucking Robinson, and you messed that up. That's unforgivable. Unforgivable.
Sean Ginobili.
And it ain't like it wasn't like she said it and I just misspoke. She wrote it and published it. She really thinks there's a person on the planet called Tony Robinson.
Is that still up?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It's too late. It don't matter if it's up now.
Yes. Once it's screenshot, it's over.
What's done is done.
People you can go back and delete it all you want. Once it's up there, it's out there.
A couple of ladies in the news today. I wanted to touch on a couple of other women in the news today. It's a very
what happened?
Then we'll get out of here. Congratulations to Taylor Swift, the pop superstar, who had a beautiful engagement the other day when her man Travis Kelce got on his knee.
Oh, Kelce.
Surrounded by flowers, and decided to ask that woman to marry him. And she said,
"Smart man.
Yes, Kelce is marrying Taylor Swift."
And NFL just keeps getting richer. Kelce jerseys up 200% since the engagement. It's like they didn't already know. First of all, the NFL gets a huge kick now from these Chiefs games. Now that they're engaged, 200% increase on Kelce jerseys. It's like Kelce don't even get that money. That goes to the NFL or to the Chiefs.
Right.
That sucks.
How many little teenage girls that couldn't name anybody? They think Tony Robinson played for
They don't know what a tight end is. They think a tight end is a great ass.
Yeah.
Do you guys know this clip of Travis Kelce and his deal breakers to dating?
How is this back in the reality TV show from 10 years ago?
Let me put my headphones on.
Hang on, give Rudy a second. Is
All
this
right,
from
go ahead.
Is this from years ago?
Yeah, this is from Catching Kelce.
Okay, go for it.
I believe.
I can't hear it.
Travis. He clearly don't think like this anymore.
Yeah, it's
Make sure the volume's up, mijo.
Quite funny.
All right.
His reaction.
What?
Ah! He's that's just so good.
Well, so this is what in the mind.
Translation, hell yeah, it's a deal
So
breaker.
in the mind of Buki, this is just his way of saying, "Oh wow, Taylor Swift gives good dome."
That was too funny.
This is
too funny.
years ago. This is his reality.
He's a young man at the time,
This
young
is
single
at
man.
least 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. So whenever I hear something like that, I always react like that. So shout out to Travis. It's a good time.
Over under on how long this marriage lasts. Give me 4.5 years.
Yeah, that's a good number. I was gonna say 5.
4.5 is the over under on this. Shout out to perhaps the future Mrs. Belichick, Jordan Hudson.
What's she do now?
She has filed to trademark the phrase gold digger She is releasing
It's kind of smart.
she's
don't think she
releasing
can.
her own line of bracelets and earrings and necklaces, and the name of the brand is going to be Gold Digger.
At this point, she's playing in Bill's face.
Totally.
Like,
and he just lets her do it. It's unbelievable.
I don't think Bill gets it.
She sucks dome, I'll guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
I
God.
can't understand how the great Bill Belichick has allowed this woman to make him a national punchline. It's incredible.
He named a quarterback.
It's incredible. Yeah. Yeah, he did, and they're going to get their asses curb stomped on Monday night by the TCU Horned Frogs.
You know what? The first day you were out, I talked about that, and I said, the way Mike has been beating up Bill, he better not let them Tar Heels stomp a mud hole in them Horned Frogs, Mike.
I give him one season, and he's out of there, and his son takes over. And by the way, shame on North Carolina. Shameless, just trying to get into the NIL era, going for the big name, but they promised that however long he lasts, I don't think it'll be very long, they guaranteed that his son is the replacement.
Yikes.
He took the job simply to get his son a job.
I like it.
That's it. You like it. Hustling. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, since we're giving women shout outs. Got her own brand with Nike. How about that?
She deserves it.
Damn.
She deserves it.
Damn. Her own line, her own wing of Nike. Making $75,000 a season in the WNBA.
Oh, yeah. She makes 200% more off the court than on.
At least.
For y'all that didn't hear it, Buki,
I put the link in there.
It was a video of Travis Kelce being asked if a young lady doesn't give dome, is it a deal breaker? And he said yes.
Dome. You know, a term that I was not aware of until about 2 years ago was brain. I also didn't know
about brain.
I didn't know about brain.
Damn.
Yeah, and then the next time that occurred, that happened to me, that popped in my head, and I almost laughed in the middle of it. Because it sounds funny.
We need to just do Urban Dictionary terms with Mike.
Oh, my God.
That would be great.
Anything the last 10 years, I'm going to bomb. We should do a bit, though. Well, there's your challenge. You want to help produce? Come up with that segment for tomorrow.
Oh, you want it for tomorrow? I've got one for you.
I always got super confused. Hang on, hold that for a second. I always got confused when who referenced brain in it was a rap song. Give brain like she went to college. Was it T.I.?
Yeah.
T.I. mentions giving brain. So give brain swear she went to college. I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about? And it wasn't until last year. That's a 10-year-old song.
Yeah. The one that took me out about maybe 10, 15 years ago was Blumpkin.
Blumpkin.
I didn't know what a Blumpkin was.
What? I don't know what that is either now.
Oh my God.
That's when you get dome while you're taking a shit.
See, that's dumb. That's unacceptable. No one should do that. That's ridiculous.
I've got another one for you that's dumb.
That's not Urban Dictionary. That's clearly white people.
What?
Well, could you read this for me, Mike, just for us?
Sure.
Alaskan pipeline?
That's
not
pipeline.
urban.
The act of pooping into a condom, freezing the rubber overnight, then inserting it into one's anus. That's dumb. Humans don't do that. Well, I don't know. I've seen some pretty amazing impacts. I've seen some stuff from Japan that made me think twice about things. Jesus does not want you doing that. Stop combining your going potty with your fucking.
There you go. That's the Urban Dictionary segment of the day.
Stop doing this kind of thing.
Who was the first person that said, I'm going to do that?
I had a chick once. Oh, never mind. I don't understand how people want to get peed on.
You don't get to say I had a chick one time and stop.
Want me to pee on her.
Oh, okay.
Years ago. I was in college.
I let my wife pee on me one time when we were first dating.
Yeah.
And we were getting freaky. I was like, just piss on me.
Just
it was just warm and weird. And
what's going through your mind where it's like, you know what? Fuck
I was like,
I want you to piss on me.
And I was like, afterwards, like immediately afterwards, I was like, you're a sad sack of shit, Rudy. Yeah, so I've been pissed on only once.
Now we got people putting emojis of brains on our chat. This is a good place to stop our show.
Well, I've got one more for you.
Oh, God.
Come on, Boogie. I got to get on the road.
We've got other stuff to do, too. We have to produce a segment.
Oh, yeah.
An angry pirate. The act of receiving oral sex while standing upright, ending with the receiver not only shooting his sperm rocket into one of the giver's eyes, but also kicking the giver in one of her shins,
This
thereby
is stupid.
hindering the giver with a peg leg and a defunct eye. It's just making up jokes. People don't do that.
Nobody does that shit.
No one does that.
You know that.
No one does that. Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
fuck.
No one does that. There's no girls in the world who can want you to do
You ever got a blumpkin?
No.
Of course, you
No.
don't combine that kind of thing. Pee is one thing, and I'm not saying that there's no room for it ever. It's weird. Like I don't understand it, but taking a dump, you need mental therapy. You need therapy.
Yeah, how do you get hard while
If you're
pooping?
capable of doing that, whether you're the giver or the receiver, what else? You're also capable of like molesting my kid
How
or
do you-
murdering somebody.
How do you
Only
get
a
hard there?
deranged, mentally fucked up person participates in these kinds of things.
I can't imagine getting hard while pooping.
No, there's nothing about that makes me hard. No.
All right.
All right, I'm
Can
out.
we end this podcast? God almighty. we are
Alaskan pipeline
done.
tickled me pink, and I'm black.
I like the Angry Pirate
We are
personally.
done.
I'm a big fan of the Angry Pirate. Yahoy! Just kick her right in the shin. She'll be jumping up. She'll be pissed.
Yeah, R. Kelly's in prison because of what a whack job.
Exactly.
We're done. God almighty. Back tomorrow at 10. Love you hard. I need coffee.